How you doing, vapors? Vapors back. He got a delivery today. The awesome package delivery. Now I'm going to open this up in a minute for you people and show you what's in it. And I want to make a point here about something that I told people. I haven't done a video in about 3 weeks, probably a little bit longer than that. But I told you people, all you vapors out there that are trying to get real information out here, instead of what the corporate hoarder reviewers want to give you one product after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, and 99% of them you're never going to use, you're never going to buy, and they're crap, because it's all about flavor and density and clouds now. It's mostly about flavor, and they've come to a evolution in the vaping world of these mesh type devices. It's a sub-ohm tanks are not even close to what the RDAs and the RTAs are now. They're not like the profile unities, the sub-ohm tanks. They're not like the profile, which is the #1 flavor producer in the world today, in the world of vaping. Hands down, bar none. None of the top vape reviewers, which I've watched very few of, can dispute that. But they'll show you a product over and over and over again from Germany, from Ukraine, from Russia, some guy making $200, $300, $400 sub-ohm boxes or squonkers, and it's just ridiculous. Unless you're a collector, I wouldn't even look at those things. We're here to vape, so we do not smoke anymore. When we quit smoking, we get a great satisfying flavor and good clouds. It's the little $19 mech mod, people, from Pulse Bandy Vape by Tony B with a profile on top. It's the best thing I've ever vaped. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Oh boy, that is Cookie Twist Strawberry Honey Graham from Twist in that. Now, the reason why is I got a product inside this delivery today that I think that you people should purchase, because it's innovative, it's state-of-the-art, it uses a platform from Mr. Just Right One and Watofo, and it's well worth every penny to spend on it. To put on your mods. This one doesn't go on a squonker, it's an RTA. It's like the Profile Unity. Okay, it's an RTA, and they've done some fantastic things with it. Now, some of you have probably already seen it online. The first person that had it again was Mr. Rip Trippers. That's why I watch him, because the vape companies dedicate themselves to him. He's a real person, but he rams a lot of products down your throat that you'll never buy, that aren't worth buying and aren't worth vaping. But what's on this one today? This one's loaded glazed donut in this Profile RTA, and loaded are 120 ml bottles, people, for only like $9.99, and it's a really decent mid-range vape juice without costing you a lot of money, with some decent flavor. Not as good as Twisted, not as good as Charlie's Chalk Dust, but loaded products, 3 or 4 of them are really good. The loaded glazed donut's good, the chocolate s'mores is good, and the strawberry jelly donut one is good. So if you want to save some money, get 120 ml bottles. These are pretty good, especially when you put them in these profile devices, these Watofo devices. This is what I mean by putting your RTA on top of your, this is a smock species, so you can stick it on there and you run it at 65 watts. Okay, because the mesh coil, let me turn that back on. The mesh coil in them only supports up to 70. I wouldn't go above that with a next mesh or a Tofo mesh or a profile. 65 is good enough. Some people, I can vape these at 45 and they're fine. That's what Rip Trippers does, and 45 is good too. All right, package. Let's open this up, see what we got. Bear with me, people, today. It's going to be a long video, but you're going to enjoy this because you're going to learn something. You can scan forward to the part where I get to the Kylin M from Vandy Vape if you would like, instead of waiting for this and for me to unbox this all. Okay. First thing I want to show you that came out of here today is this. Alright, with Tofo, everybody's got all these opinions on cotton for your profiles, okay? I'm going to stop for a minute. I'm going to take me another vape. Whoa! There's just too much smoke on that. Too much vape on that, I'm sorry. I call it smoke, but it's kind of like, but it's not. This is my blue pulse with a black gunmetal profile on it. There. I found on these profiles, I tell you, you shouldn't even have to trigger this thing for about 0.3 of a second and take a draw, and it's just enough vape there. It's not like these sub-ohm tanks where you have to draw on them for a while to get a big giant vape and cloud, right? You just need, watch it, see? Watch. I held the button for how long? Like 0.2 of a second? And it's still coming out. These things are vicious. But anyway, I wanted to show you something. These were the old Tofo cottons, okay? And everybody said they were too thick, so everybody was whining and crying online about how thick they were, and it was hard to work with. The eyelet on it was really thick to go underneath the metal mesh. You know, you couldn't feed them through there. You had to force it through there. And I agree. Okay, so here's what Tofo did for you. Okay, and I got these a long time, but I got an extra one this time. They went to these. Tofo X fiber. They're still 60 millimeters, but the eyelets and the cotton is about, I would say, 15% left and less. And these things are working great in the profiles and the profile unities. Okay, so when you order the X fiber. Now, if you want to stay to baking cotton and do them that way with 3 of them, or any kind of other cottons, and you find a good way to do it, then go ahead and do that. But with Tofo, fix their cotton. So there it is, called X fiber. Okay. So instead of buying this one, if you see this one online, you want to buy this now for your profiles. Okay. That's first thing. All right. That I got in my package. And let's see. I got 2 of my favorite e-juices today. Cookie Twists. They're $15.99 on 8vape.com out of Las Vegas. You get this stuff in 2 days, people. They're a great company. I don't work for them, but they have great customer service, great delivery, and great prices. $15.99 for 120 mils. $15.99. Good price, great product. Twist Corporation. Okay, so there's 2 of those I got. I'll show you the box so you can see. They come in 2 sticks like this. Okay, inside there, 2 60 ml bottles like this. Okay, get twisted. Good vape juice, especially for the price. And I got 2 of my most favorite e-juice here. Lemon Twist Pink Punch Lemonade from Lemon Twist Corporation. 2 bottles, $15.99. So 240 mils of vape juice right there. Plenty of vape juice for a long period of time. Long period of time. When I ordered this from 8Vape, okay, there's that. All done. All done. They sent me a card in here from 8Vape. Buy one, get one free. A Mojo stick, if you like those. So they gave you that. Add your choice of Mojo Vape pod in cart and use code on it, and you get one for free. One of these, it's kind of like a jewel. It's like a jewel stick. So they gave me that, so made something off that. I also got credits when I ordered all this. I think I've got like $7 more off my next order for that. And they also gave me this tank, which I have absolutely no idea if it's any good. It's called a leche atomizer. They gave me this free. It's a $9.99 value. And let's see what it says on it. It's just the most popular stainless steel notch coil, which can work under high wattage, will bring you a great vaping experience. This new atomizer is remarkably efficient, convenient to use, with a bottom leak-proof cup design and a side e-liquid filling solution. Side. This stainless steel construction and hidden top airflow control makes the leche simple yet fashionable in appearance. It comes with the atomizer, the head, the dual 0.25 ohm head, 2x seal weighing, 1 user manual. E-Leaf products. Leche RBA head. Leche RBA head. So anyway, I got this for free. I don't even know if I'll ever use it at all, but I'll mess with it one day. Alright, so they gave me that free because I ordered over $65 worth of products. But we got to the point where we want to be, and look at this, people. Here is what I really wanted to show you that's worth buying. Okay, it's the Kylin RTA. The Kylin RTA from VAPE. VAPE Corporation. We'll show you the box all the way around. I got the black with the red tip, 810 drip tip on it, and all that kind of. See, I don't know why vape reviewers show you all this. The barcode that scratches. I mean, what difference does it make? If they're on every box now, unless they get something from Russia or something like that doesn't have any kind of markings whatsoever, I would never use any of those. So the product includes a Kylin MRTA vape cotton laces, a bubble glass, accessory bag, user manual, A1M coils, 2 of them, and 2 A1M coils, 2 of them, 4 extra coil strips, mesh strips, like next mesh. Okay, off next mesh. But they got their own mesh ones, okay? They got their own. OFRF comes with the TOFOs. VAPE went to another company and got whatever they got their own. Okay? So, this is Sichuan, China, where they're all from. Building methods. It shows you, it's got a little schematic of the building method you should do on this. It's similar to how you do it with the with TOFO. You cut it on the angle, you make sure you build a wall, but this one won't leak like the. So now, my buddy bought one of these a few weeks ago, and he's really up on vaping stuff, and me and him go back and forth with what we want, the newest, best tasting, cloud producing items out there. And he got his, and he says this device is outstanding. Okay, now we're going to open it up today, and we're going to take a look at the inside. See, I'm opening it from day one. Okay, so you know this is not something I used before. but I would never have bought this because I'm perfectly happy with profiles and the profile unity. But this came out, and they had a big bugaboo about it. And the reason was being that, let me throw this in the trash so it doesn't get all over my desk. They had a big stink about this online. Rip Chipper's got it first, okay? And he got one that wasn't in this custom packaging like this. It was a set of production model on it. It didn't have all the logos and all the writing on it. Because they know Rip Chivers reaches the biggest audience, so they gave him one. And he sat there, and the first thing they talked about in it, and I don't mind putting a link to his video down there. I don't get paid by any of these corporations. I'll put a link down there to him so you can go watch it. Or you guys know where Rip Chippers is, right? And what they did was they took Mr. Just Right One's platform and stuck it on another RTA. And I don't know if Mr. Right One or Watofo has a patent on these, on the base, where you put the mesh with a little ceramic push down, which I'll show you here in a second. But obviously they didn't have a patent on it. So now you have the Kylin M RTA. There's the box when it comes out of the slide. Very nice box. Let's see what's on the back here. Learn more about our products. First row call on showing a corporation. Please visit bandyvape.com. They show you how to build this thing, whatever you want to look at. Okay, so we took the box away. Here's what the box looks like when it first comes open. All right. All right. You got your bubble glass. This is going to get you to 4.5 mils, people. I'm going to install this on there because the other one's small. All right. Here's the RTA itself. It's a squatty little thing. It's not. Let me go get here. I have another. Bring out my Watofo carrying case. Okay. And I'm going to get me a Unity out so we can see the size difference in these two. Okay. There. They sent me a stainless steel one, and I want a photo contest with Watofo. Oh, well, wait a minute here. They got a little piece of plastic. That was going over the 510 pen. Take that off. They have a. I'm going to show you the size of this one compared to the other one. Okay, we'll bring it right up there to the thing. See how much squattier this is? Yeah. So the profile unity is here. This is the Kylin M from Vandy Vape. Alright. Now you've seen that. Set this down. And they give you these neat little SIM card holders, I guess, for your mesh strips, which I think is a good idea instead of tubes or a big giant box like this where they put 10 in there and they just flop around and hit and ding the edges and all. It's like, this is too big for as little as 10 strips is in this. So they use these things, these little SIM card mesh strips. See, and in the back, you see the back, and there they are sitting in there. So, and they're saying this size, one of them is a 50 to 70 watt A1M coil, 2 pieces, 0.15 ohms. 0.2 ohms, 2 pieces. The recommended power 40 to 60 watts. So let me look at these and see what the difference is in the 60, 70 watt and the 40 and 60 watt. Okay, the holes are bigger on the lower, and it seems as though if I'm looking at this one correctly here, these holes that are in the 1.5 ohm A1M coil, they call it, 50 to 70 watts, are a lot smaller than next mesh. So I'm going to be using these. Okay. The other ones, they look similar to Watopo's strips. Okay. All right, you got your plastic, your rubber holder. You got a qualified certificate. It says you're qualified. And you got your little screwdriver, bunch of O-rings, different you got a little coiling device to wrap your coil around. You got some 510 and extra springs, some extra screws, and all that in there. They give you that. Okay. You see the screwdriver, you see the coiling, you wrap your coil around the metal post there, the rubbers, screws, and 510 pin down. Okay. You all know that. Then we got the big giant how-to. Right? Which nobody reads unless they get confused. And they give you vape cotton laces, they call them, and they got the big giant ends on them. And I probably won't be using these. Okay, I'll probably be using my extreme Watopo stuff. So that's a good amount of stuff in this, people. This, let me find the right one we're going to use today. This one. The amount of stuff they put in this for, I think this was, I think I purchased this for 28 bucks. It was like $28, so it's a pretty good price for it. So I'll put the box back together because I'm not going to use any of those. Until I would run out of something. Let's put it up here. So let's get back to the taking this apart. Okay. Now I've never taken one of these apart, but I've watched a couple videos on them. So I'm going to take it apart for you, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to build it, and I'm going to fill it up, and I'm going to vape it. Lemon twist off my Revenant LTL squonker with an ohm profile. This one's a really great squonk device, people. Great squonk device. Hit that button, bottom fill. Great flavor. Okay, let's look at the airflow on this, how this thing moves. Okay, I'm doing the airflow. The airflow is really tight. Kind of like that. Oh, and you can actually see the airflow holes when they open up and close. That was one of the beefs about the profile, is that when you spin the top, you can't see the holes, whether they're wide open or you cut off a line of them, or you didn't. You can't even see in there. Okay, so you kind of like have to play with that. But with this one, I don't know if you people can see it. It looks like you can see stainless steel in there, right? And when you open it, it's all dark and black. So when you close it, see, stainless steel in there? That's fully closed. So that's a good deal. Like that. I like this drip tip. But the only thing I can tell you about a drip tip is they take them out and they show you them. Here's what I'm thinking. Am I going to like this in my lips? It's a little wider. It's a little wider than the Profile Unity. And it's more of a sharper edge where these are rounded off for you. So I like the Profile Unity tip better. But it's a beautiful drip tip though. It's really thick. It'll work though. Okay, so this one, you can take the base off, okay, people, without, you can screw the top onto the base, mount it on your mod. All right, so you can check your own, you can check your stuff on it. Now, here's the base, and this is what they all whined about, okay? It's a profile base. It says Kylin M. It's got somebody's name on here down here. I don't know who his name is. Designed and manufactured by VAPE. Stellar. Kylin B. It's got a number on it. Now, I've got to get out my toolbox. I have a Topo toolbox. This is $14.99. I think this is $14 or $16.99 on vape.com. People, it's a really nice toolbox if you want to get one. It has everything in it for you to rebuild your stuff, to rebuild your profiles, or your foils if that's what you're into. It's a pretty good. Wait, on the other side you can put your cottons and your extra little things in case you need something on them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get my screwdriver out and show you what this thing does. Okay, so in the sides of the base, in order to get your strip in there, you got to unscrew these. And what makes this the difference between a profile and this is that these are now spring loaded. Okay, so when you push on this, it comes right back out, so you don't have to worry about getting it open to put your mesh in there. They're spring loaded open, and you push on this, you can see that they're spring loaded here. Now, of course, you have the ceramic block in the middle. Now, let me feel the pressure on this one. It seems to me as though they put a heavier spring underneath this one compared to the profile or the profile Unity. Okay? So that's a good thing. All right? It's a good thing that you can mount this on top of on that. There's the barrel. And what makes this one unique, people, is that the airflow is on the top and not the bottom. It's up top, so it's not going to leak. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have a terrible time getting these glasses off of these things. I'm hoping I can get this one off without breaking it. Yep, I got it. Good. Got it off. Because I'm going to go to the here's what it looks like with the glass off it. There's the barrel. It sits inside there. If you look up in here, you see the air ports on the side, the left and right. See them? All the way to the top of this RTA. All the way to the top. Okay, so we're going to use the bubble glass because it carries 4.5 mils. Yep, that one there is only 3 mils. I would die with that little bit of a vape juice. Make sure you get this in there right, okay, people, because it's got an O-ring there. You want to push it up in there. Okay. All right, not too hard. Don't break it. And there you go. So we have the top. We showed you the airflow. The drip tip, I think the profile is better. The airflow design on this, I think, is a lot better. That you can see it. I love how they have a bubble tank and they don't. It would look kind of funny on a profile though. Since this one's so squatty, it kind of matches it. It's so squatty that it matches it. Okay, so now on the profile Unity, you had where you had to align this thing up there, okay, to get it back in there. This one you don't have to do that. You just screw it back on. In fact, you can put it on your mod. And that's what we're going to do here right now. What are we gonna mount this thing on? I'm just going to mount it on a baby alien. Okay, so we can get this thing going. Alright. Put a battery in there. If you haven't seen my battery charger video, you need to go watch it. It's the best battery video out there. Okay. Yeah, my smoke came on. It's 3 years old, people. Baby Alien AL85 smock. Still working just like it did from day one. Never had a problem with it, or an issue, or any leaks, or anything with it at all. Okay. I'll take these bolts down some because it's going to be. I'm just going to put it on. But you can't lock this. You can lock it, but you have to go in the thing, and I don't like it, so I use a G-Priv baby. Okay, because this one has a lock on the side. You can lock it out. This is the big brother of the Baby Alien. This one's a better device. But the Baby Alien is a workhorse. It's really a workhorse. So what we're going to do is we're going to build one of these up, people, and we're going to use their mesh coil. If I can get this little tiny box open with it. Oh yeah, it comes right open. All right. Oh, great. Had this going today. I don't want to take one of these strips out and it be sitting in water or something. There's the drips there. All right, cooperate with me. All right, I'm going to put one back. What did I do with my other one? I wonder. Anyway, we did it. We got it out of there. Now, I'm going to use my Watopo stick. I'm going to use my Watopo stick out of my to do the coil, okay? And what you do, people, is nobody's ever seen this done before, is you take this, right, this rod, and you just bend it over the Watopo logo. Okay? There you go. You see the mesh strip. Oh, I'll take my fingers off so you can see the mesh strip curled around it like an arch. Yep. If you've never done it, that's how you do it. You just do it one time. Don't crush it. Don't bend it from that point forward. Take it in your hands. And since you got spring loaded on this Kylin in, you just drop it down in there, baby. Drop it down in them holes. And that's it. It's as simple as that, how to put a mesh coil in one of these. Oh, I see they have it where you can't put it down any further. That's a plus too. Down in the holes where the mesh strip went. Okay, people, you see me holding it here? Where it went. You can't go any further than what it allows you to do, which will keep it the arch on the top the best way. So you wind one down, just keep your finger on this nice and light. Wind the other one down. When you get a nice little snug there, take your finger off it and then give it one little tight, because when you draw that cotton through there, you'll pull that mesh strip back out of there, and you don't want to do that. You really don't. You don't want to pop it up out of there while you're putting the mesh or the cotton through it. So we're done with putting the mesh coil on there. What we're going to do next is we're going to thread some cotton on it, and we're going to cut the cotton, and we'll be done with this thing. We'll be able to fill it up with juice and go to town. I don't know what this Kylin glass looks like. It's just like a profile kind of. Okay, so let's get our extreme cotton out here. I have some already in here, extremes. So, and I've used cotton bacon too, or cotton here, the corporation cotton. This is the new extreme right here, so I'm going to use one of those instead. I guess I like it. I think Watopo addressed the issue of the too thick of cotton and too thick of eyelets. See, because the eyelets on these are very much smaller and it goes through easier into there. There you go. You just put it through there, people. I know I don't have a bottom cam like all the other people. I could put my cam down there and show you this, how this is done. But, oh, gotta pull it through, babe. I'd have to get my fingers a little. There we go. What I do is I pinch down on this as it goes through, and then finally it'll work its way. So you have to be a little careful, or you'll yank that strip out of there. You don't want to do that. So we want a little bit further here. Pull that eyelet off. There you go. So we put it in there. Looks like that when you first do it. Okay. Then we have to go to our scissors, which makes it very good with our Watofo toolbox. People, and here we go. We're going to do the all famous diagonal cut. Okay? The all famous profile diagonal cut. Do you see how I'm doing this? So you had diagonal cut, so it's going to look like a pair of rabbit ears when I'm done with it. There you go. Okay? Alright, we're going to leave our scissors out because we will need them again. And now we need our little pickers. We need our little picker from our tool pouch. Okay, I use these to, it's got little covers on them. I use these to fluff out the cotton and stick it down in the holes. And what my buddy told me was that you want to take it and you want to get this nice and out. Okay, go all the way around it, the bottom, top, all of it. Okay. You want it nice and shred it out. You can even go in the middle part of this, people, and pull out. Okay, that's that side. We'll do the other side, then we'll give it a haircut, right? A lot of you already know how this works. So I don't want to bore you with it, so I'm going to try to do this as quick as I can, but I want to get, what I'm interested in is seeing what the flavor is going to be like on this bad boy. Now I'm going to tell you straight up, that the flavor on the profile is better than the Unity profile by about 10%, 10 to 15% better flavor. Okay, and I don't think any of the corporate horror reviewers are going to tell you that, but the profile Unity is not as flavorful as the profile. Okay, we're going to give it a haircut now. I've wicked it out, right? Just fluffed it out, and you got to cut off all this excess stuff. I have to work with these people. They're a pain in the butt to get them to, you know, just, you have to mess with them. They're not as easy as just ramming a piece of cotton through a coil. I don't do coils anyway, so. Clapping coils, that is. Okay. Let's see if I got this right. Boy, this one took a lot of little haircut to do this one. Okay, evened it up a little bit, took it out. And I'm going to warn you about something here, people. Okay, when you cut these, right? When you cut these, you don't want to leave that cotton way up over the top of that mesh strip. The reason it will burn the tips on the top of it. You just want it maybe 1 millimeter above that strip. Okay? You don't want to leave it way up over it, even in the Unity. So we're going to poke this down in there. And this one seems a lot easier to get it down in there than it does the Unity. And it's smaller. Yep, I'm going to have to cut some off the top of this because it'll burn. After I get this pushed down in there. I'm pushing it down in the side holes, okay, to cover those. I just want them touching the bottom down there, okay. I don't want to stop it from being able to saturate the device. I mean wick the device. You don't want to jam it way down in there so no liquid can get up in there. Alright, we're just cutting off the top. Again, like I told you, you're not going to leave it up on there. If you leave it up too high, it will burn the top tips of that cotton. You understand what I'm saying here? So when I get the juice on this, you'll see how it's formed. I may have to trim it again with the little juice on it, which is a trick that people don't tell you on here from the vape reviewers. If you put e-juice on this, you can form it with your shredder thing and get it perfectly walled out in there so that everything is even. But right at this time, cotton seems to have a mind of its own at times here with this, and you don't want it to be above that. Okay, you just want it to be a hair above that. Otherwise, you're going to burn the tips of the cotton on this. So we're going to open up some e-juice. I'm going to put this on my baby alien, because this one you can screw it on. Well, I'll be damned. It won't fit on my baby alien. It will not fit on my baby alien because these little grooves are hitting as you screw it in. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to get another one. Oh, let's do this. Getting rid of this cotton down here, people. Bear with me because I want to make sure that you know that the only time I do a video is for something that you should be buying. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and use this eye prib. Get this off of there. Make sure there's nothing on it before I screw it back in on this one. It should fit on this one. It doesn't on the baby alien, that's for sure. It doesn't fit on the baby alien. So we're going to make sure that everything is off and clean in this. So I wipe it off. You know, because you get a vape juice film on your products or on your devices, and you have to take either a baby wipe or a little bit of water, warm water, and a napkin and clean them off. I mean, it gets on everything. It gets on your car windshield. It gets on everything. There's nothing you can do about it. Let's see if it's going to screw into this one. Now see, it had clearance on that one. It wouldn't do clearance on the baby alien. It's the battery post is too close. So this one has it, will go on. Alright, let me see if this thing's locked. It asked me if it had a new coil. I said yes on the touch screen. Alright, we're gonna get some cookie twist out. I love cookie twist. I'm telling you. So now you get to see the two bottles that come out of them. $15.99 on 8vape.com. $15.99 on 8vape.com. Really great price for that. We're gonna open up. You guys ever have a problem opening up these vape bottles, vape juice bottles? They're a pain in the butt, but I guess it keeps them from leaking. So we're gonna put some e-juice on this thing now. Uh-oh. Let's see if I didn't pull that out of there. Get this real quick. I opened it so hard it pulled the cap out of it. And almost dumped the whole e-juice bottle on top of the mod. So first thing you want to do is go down in those air slots on the bottom. On the bottom, make sure you get some in there. Make sure you get some all over this side wick. Go up on your coil. Saturate your coil really, really good. You know, you guys, you really have to saturate these Mr. Just Right one. I call them devices because he's the one that invented it. Okay? With Tofo in conjunction with Tofo. Okay. I'm going to show you what I mean about going back into this and forming this so it doesn't burn, you don't get burnt tips on your cotton. Go back over your mesh strip, okay? And I'm going to give you my best opinion on whether this is better than a Profile Unity. And they've done it. They've done a better job here. I can tell you that with the mod itself. That's why I'll tell you whether I know my buddy knows his stuff, and I just need to see this myself. But I bring all these pieces back in away from the top of the strip, because if you don't bring them back from the top of the strip, okay, let me see if you can see that, you'll get burnt tips on top of here. It'll burn across the top because the heat's so high in the middle here, it burns the tip. So you want to keep that just 1 millimeter off of there. Now with the fluid on there, I just got it that way, see? Because you can form it a little better. You can also cut this when it has e-juice on it. People, I've done that. Okay? So, but you don't want a lot of overhang on that top part, because it'll burn the tips. Okay? But this one you don't have to wall off. You basically wick this like a Profile. Okay, not like a Unity. Unity you have to make a wall straight up and down, right? So we're going to put a little bit more juice on this. Doesn't hurt. You don't want a dry hit, that's for sure, people. So it takes a while for this to get in there. So anyway, we'll do that. So we got it. All right, I'm going to show you. See if I can show you up close and personal. I know it's a little unfocusy, but we'll turn it around. Okay. I do have a little bit sticking up right there, don't I? You can take it and bring it down off of that coil, that strip. Otherwise, the tips will burn. See how you can smooth it out when you have e-juice on it? Okay, we're done. We're ready to put it together. This one, you can screw on there. And it doesn't have slots. So you get it on there, and you screw it in, people. And there it goes, nice and snug. I'm going to open it up all the way to the fill. And now I'm going to take the top off. It's the same screw off as the profile. This one unscrews. The profile unscrews in a quarter turn. That is, to me, it's no big deal, but it's more of a con. You have to unscrew it all the way around 2 or 3 times to get it off of there when a profile comes right off in a quarter turn. Okay, at the top. So that was one thing better on the profile. Of course, they're both going to be good devices. I can see it coming right now. So there you got the top off, stainless steel, the drip tip, the cap. You have to unscrew it all the way. And look how easy it is to fill this thing up. It just goes down in there and you fill it all the way up, you're done. This is easier to fill than that. It has very small spots, very small ports to fill it up with. Wow, this is easy. Wow, I kind of like that, the way that fills. Somebody told me you can tape it right up to the edge of it too. So my buddy said, and it said in a couple videos, you can fill it right to the edge of the bottom of the well here. Don't go up in the top here. Okay? You just want to fill up your... Okay. Okay, so we did that. What do we got this thing set on? We got this thing set on 65.2 watts. Okay, we're going to put the air all the way open. I should let this sit a little bit, but we're going to see. I'm going to burn one off first a little bit. Okay. Just in case there was anything on that. You know how the people, they fire the mesh coil without the cotton in it, any kind of oil and grease. Well, I just did that without taking a vape on it twice, and it burnt everything off of there right there. I think it's a waste of time to do that. You put it all together. The first vape off of Kylin. I'm going to say the flavor is a little better so far. Because I vape this all the time. I know what it tastes like in a Unity. I know what it tastes like in a profile. And I'm going to say that this is better tasting than the Unity. That was only one vape. Oh boy. I think we got a Unity killer here. I think we do. Let me see here. It's good though. It's all right. I'm giving this 10% better flavor. That's not much, but it's better. The strip is either better, or the new cottons with the extremes I'm using, or the strips are better, but the airflow on this, okay? Let me turn it down halfway and see what happens. There's half. Oh, it even gets better. It even gets better, people. Whoa. Oh, it absolutely does. Absolutely absolutely another device to kill an M for VAPE RTA is something that you should purchase. It's state of the art. It is one of the best ones I've ever tasted. It's better than a Unity by about 10%. They're both great devices. This one's better. The drip chip's not as good. I think their drip chip's amazing on the Unities. Okay? But this one, it's a little bit loud. The airflow's a little bit loud. But I never could understand why that bothers anybody anyway. Is it that it bothers your ears? Or what? It's better. 10% better than a Unity, people. And there it is. The Kylin in for you. With the big bubble glass on it. And it looks really good. I like the way it looks compared to, but I like the way a profile looks also. But I like the way this one looks. It fits this G-Pro baby very well. It's a perfect vaping RTA. You need to get off the sub-ohm tanks, people. And I was going to buy a conical mesh from OFRF where they're stating that they're little cone and you have to buy coils for it at $15.99 a pop for 3. You can get a pack of 10 of these mesh things from Next Mesh to go in these. They'll last you 4 months for 10 bucks. Nah. It's time to move on from the sub-ohms, babe. The sub-ohms are gone. The day is over. And I'm telling you right here, it's Vapor, Grandpa Vapor, the truth. Move on to the Unity profile, the Kylin M, and also the groundwork of the master, Mr. Just Right one, and Watofo, the profile, which is still better flavor than both of these combined. Both the Unity and that combined. So, we're going to do one more hit on this before I go and wrap this video up. I hope you guys remember that when I tell you these things, here it is, what to buy. I'm telling you because it's worth every penny that you put out for it. And the Kylin RTA from VAPE is a killer device. It's state-of-the-art vaping today, right now. Okay? You guys take care. Look, it costs you nothing to subscribe down here. I don't get paid for these YouTube videos. They're not monetized. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to help you out to stay off cigarettes, to quit smoking, and to get the most flavorful vaping experience out there today. And what you should buy that's worth buying. Now, I could sit here and get a bunch of devices and run through them for you, and you'll never ever use them or buy them. Because they're not worth buying. Not for flavor or clouds. This is very much worth buying. I think they're $28.99 on vape.com. And that's well worth the price. Y'all have a good day. Hit my subscribe button. Hit my like buttons. Okay, people? Because I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you again. I've got another device coming. And I'm going to tell you what it's all about because I think it's probably going to be a great purchase also. Vape Vapor's out of here. Have a good day. Come on. Oh, man. Have a good